Hello and good evening, everybody. When last we left off, we had just gotten this piece cut out. I spent the better half of the day sanding it and sanding the drawers down so that they all fit. Did have some mishaps, but that's okay. Things break, and once we get it all solidified here, should be good. These are going to support where it broke anyway. So that's what we'll be doing tonight, and we'll be painting. So I have to remove all of these drawers anyway. How has everybody's Saturday been? Mine has been, I guess, productive in this way. I'm gonna slowly, carefully take these out and label. Probably the bottom. I had to get up and walk away from this project a couple times because I just got super frustrated with it. Not like overly frustrated, but I was getting angry that it kept breaking on me. But it serves me right for using soft woods instead of something a little bit more durable. Made some really good chicken noodle soup for dinner. It's been raining here all day. We have a tropical depression coming through the area. And it's just been cold and miserable all day. I'm gonna set that to the side, weigh it down. Excuse me. For those of you that weren't in the chat yesterday, I apologize. I will be coughing a lot. Despite my best efforts at going to the ENT these past couple weeks, while my allergy issues have started to subside, somebody came to work with the flu. So I am fighting that off as best as I can. But tonight we'll be playing Race the NyQuil again. Much to my dismay. Patience. I am debating putting in the supports. I know I should, but we'll see. We will see. Excuse me. I guess I should get my paint ready. I'm so excited to put this all together. I'm so excited to be finished. I need to still get pull handles, but other than that, pretty happy with it. Guess I could paint the drawers. I guess. Almost went to dip it in the glue. Oh, there was so much sawdust everywhere earlier. My goodness. Tomorrow morning we'll be setting up the hollows for fall. So if you are interested in the setups more than you are me building stuff, feel free to check that out. Aiming for 10 o'clock. I'm going to try to be in here a little bit early to take down the 4th of July stuff. Yeah. Autumn is probably my favorite time in the hollows. It is just so pretty. If you haven't seen any of my previous setups for the hollows, you are in for a treat. But like I said, it's going to be tomorrow morning as I have obligations in the afternoon and evening. So hope you'll be able to check it out. You can cozy up with a nice cup of tea and or some hot chocolate. I think I'm gonna have myself some hot chocolate. Because tomorrow it's gonna be 63 here in New Jersey. And I'm on the fence about it. I like cold weather until it's here, and I like hot weather until it's here. So really, if it could stay like a nice 76 all the time, I'd be thrilled. But I love the winter for the snow, if it snows. And what? And I love the fall for the fall, and I love the summer for the hot days that I get to not be too much in the sun about it. What's happening? Nexus, hi. Hello. What do you mean what's happening? The rain? That we're having? Yes, I'm doing a setup in the morning because I've got obligations later in the afternoon and evening. So it will be a 10 a.m. Eastern time setup. Hopefully. Aiming for 10. Have a nice cup of tea. Some pumpkin spice creamer in your coffee. I don't know what you guys are into. I am of the rare opinion that pumpkin spice is not all that in a bag of chips. I think spice wafer is better. And if I'm gonna go for a fall flavor in general, apples. Just like a nice apple crisp is my favorite thing ever. Unpopular opinion, but that's okay. My husband loves pumpkin spice. He is the basicest of people when it comes to fall. He loves his pumpkin pie, his pumpkin spice, his pumpkin creamer, his pumpkin donuts, pumpkin. But I'm a spice wafer and milk kind of person. Or hot chocolate kind of person. Most basic. Yeah, apples are the best. Especially late season apples. Like Suncrisps. They're my favorite. Like a nice early October apple. Yeah. Pumpkin. If I'm gonna go out there with a pie, it's gonna be a pecan pie, though. Oh boy. I love pecan pie. I just don't ever get to have it. Too sweet, no. Then again, I have the tolerance for sweetness. I can eat so much sweet. It concerns people. There's a video of me somewhere stuffing an entire handful of candy corn into my face. And a lot of my friends' gag reflexes went off. Or like 5 s'mores and I still don't get nauseous. It's weird. I'm gonna develop the diabetes. Oh boy. So. Excuse me. Sorry, Nexus. For coughing. I somehow managed to get my allergies under check, and somebody brought the flu to my work, so fighting that off. Thankfully, I've only gotten the cough and the fatigue. No fever or anything like that. So I guess I can be grateful it's not worse. Yeah. It hasn't treated me so bad. I don't usually get the flu. So but it certainly feels like I can't catch a break after last month. with the kids going back to school and everything like that, everybody at work is getting sick. Well, rather get it now than in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Because in 2 weeks I have a wedding. And I can't be sick for that. And the allergies, how are they? Great. Phenomenal. Like, when I'm not sick, I'm good. Can breathe just fine. Can snuggle my cat and not want to, like, hack or sniffle. Dusting the house hasn't been an issue. It's been good. Been good. With the brief amount of dryness we had here before this tropical depression hit, it did combine to give me a slight nosebleed. Not like a major one, like I blew my nose and there was blood, but like that's expected of a decongestant anyway. So, I'm not too worried. I'm not hemorrhaging. But yeah, I went to the doctor's this past week to follow up with my ENT. This week I have to follow up with my allergist, but the ENT went over my CAT scan and he got to show me, and I love science, and if I liked the idea of working with people on a medical basis, I probably could have gone into the medical field, but I feel like a lot of people do too many questionable or stupid things that I wouldn't be able to handle it, so I did not. But that being said, the medical field fascinates me, and so he's showing me like the play-by-play of all of the different cuts of the CT scan that I got, and you could definitely see, I have the copy of the CD, but yeah, layers. They're called cuts because the CT stands for cut, or cut something or other. Can't remember, doesn't matter. But so all the different layers, right? And he's going through and he's like, okay, we expect if there's air, then it's going to be black, and if it's white, it's going to be bone, and any gray matter is any sort of tissue or anything like that. You can definitely see where my sinuses were very much swollen. And he was like, so no wonder you couldn't breathe, because these are supposed to be all black, maybe a little bit of tissue here, but all in my sinuses below my eyes and behind my nasal passages was all swollen. And you can see I have a deviated septum, which is also kind of cool, but like sucks. So my ENT doesn't suggest the allergy shots. He says for as mild of an allergy, like my allergy tests came back mild enough that he doesn't think it's necessary. But I have a follow-up in 3 months to see how the nasal spray is treating me. So I just thought it was really fascinating to see the CT. You know, I feel like doctors don't usually show you It's like slightly deviated. I wouldn't mind the shots. They're like weekly and then monthly and then yearly. And I think there's some that you can even do at home now, which I wouldn't be terribly against trying that. But he doesn't think they're necessary. We'll see what my allergist says on Tuesday. But I got approved for the nasal spray, so that's the important part. So that I can keep taking treatment. So, that's my medical deal right now, guys, for anybody that cared. You wouldn't need any after series of shots? Correct. So the immunotherapy shots are, you start off, depending I guess on the severity, daily, weekly, daily or weekly, and then you move to weekly, and then you move to monthly, and then you move to yearly. And I think it's over the course of like a year to 2 years that they set you up for this. And yeah, I've had a couple friends that did that, actually. One of my buddies says it pretty much saved his life. I guess if you're like using an inhaler and decongestant and all the allergy meds every day and something like that would be more likely a reason to go for the immuno shots, but something in my case where the decongestant is working just fine, I guess it's not necessary. Yeah. If it were severe. If it were completely cutting off my airflow or I was having asthma attacks or something like that. Excuse me. Also, this is the first upper chest problem I've had in such a long time. Usually everything when I get sick settles immediately in my lungs. This is just like super easy on me. Sorry, I'm getting messages from a wedding I'm in. I'll take care of that in a minute. Okay, so this is what we got for the body of the dresser. Isn't that so nice? I'm so excited. I'm so sad. Finally gave up the ghost today. Time for a real cutting mat. Yeah. Maybe Santa will bring it for me for Christmas. Who knows? Alright, let's do this. Patience. I am in shock and awe that I'm going to get this project done. After like that whole month off of not streaming, not working on it, pretty impressed with myself. Let me answer this. Yes, I think it will be a nice set. Okay. Just need to figure out how to cut this mirror. There needs to be a craft store where you can rent machines or tools that you only need for a single project and never again. Like, I am never going to need a glass cutter. So I say now. I don't think I'm ever going to need a glass cutter Ah, yeah, well, it's okay. Oh, next is, how was the show that you went to sell at? You didn't tell me. Sorry guys, this is a lot of hurry up and wait kind of stuff now. Club event, sold a few pieces. Oh, that's great. Hey, that's all you can ask for, right? Right, I told my son last year, he said, "What's your goal for selling?" Which was a very mature question of him. And I told him that my goal was to sell one item. He goes, "Well, that's kind of low, isn't it?" I said, "Yes, but I will be pleasantly surprised if I do better." When I sold one item, I set my next goal for making back the money on the table. And when I made more than that, it was a pleasant surprise. Getting my head in the way, sorry. Did you sell them at the prices we discussed? Or did you get haggled? Aw, that's so nice. I love barter. Oh, good. Okay, well, it is what it is. I think the prices we had set were what they were worth, for sure, but I'm biased. Oh, maybe not. No, not her club. That's fair. Yeah. Oh, no, my fingers aren't long enough. Well, it's good that you sold some stuff. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. Glad that you could get some of your work out there. Yeah, it's a scary experience the first time you go to sell something. I'm glad that you do. Told you you would. My husband is in hysterics downstairs. I can hear him laughing. Oh my god. I don't know what he is laughing about, but he is having a moment. So I am in the process of trying something new. I think I discussed this before. I know I was talking to myself about it last night. There were not a lot of people in the chat, but that's okay. Craftsman was here. But I don't think he was here for me chatting about it. I am thinking of trying out doing bullet journaling. I used to journal, like, keep a diary when I was younger and keep a notebook throughout high school of just random thoughts and writings and doodles and things like that. But the idea of bullet journaling seems very organized to me. And I kind of hope that it would keep me more organized. Not that I am a disorganized person, obviously, but I'm looking for something that's a little bit more motivating. So yeah, it is certainly something to be dedicated to. It's like a daily thing. So I'm going through and kind of figuring out what I want to track and how I want to track it, and I don't have a bullet journal per se. I've got a notebook, like a composition notebook, so it's not exactly the nicest, but hopefully, I don't know, hopefully it'll do what I want it to do for me. I think the setup is just so tedious, though. And, like, tedious in a weird way where it's not appealing to me, where, like, I'm seeing all of these... Yeah, I mean, you can order bullet journals that are, like, you customize the pages, you pick out what you want, but, it's like... You see all of these pictures of people's bullet journals, and they're so nicely calligraphied and little doodles of little ghosts, and you color in each ghost for your mood each day. It's so much. I have to draw 30 ghosts, 31 ghosts, or leaves. It's so much work. I could also just print out pictures and do it that way, I guess. And then just put it in a binder. Yeah, I can't do it on my phone. It's not the same. Hi, Evil. Yeah, I've seen people do it on their phone, like, there are kids in class that, like, keep their notes on their iPad or whatever they do, and I just can't. These are also the people that, like, meditate and make smoothies in the morning and go running after work, and I mean, I can't. I don't have that kind of... I have that kind of energy. It's not just not directed in that format. So hopefully this motivates me, because then I will be held accountable. You go running after work? No, you don't. I would believe that you make yourself smoothies and you meditate, but I wouldn't. If this is two truths and a lie, I do not believe you go running after work. Somebody asked me if I work out, like if I go to the gym or if I exercise, and I just stared at them like, I don't do that all day. Sure. Yeah, because I'm gonna go to the gym after picking up plants all day. Yeah, I don't run. My body is not built for running. Running is not, I've never understood the runner's high. I have never understood, like, the joy of just... And now my body is not, the most bouncy of bodies, but everything hurts. Everything hurts when you run, no matter how much support you have. I would rather walk. I like walking. I like hiking. Running, though. No. I have a buddy that loves to run, and he would make me run during, like, the LARP. And I wanted to die. Yeah, I don't, no running. No running, no gym exercise. Nope. Not a fan. If I'm gonna build muscles, they're gonna be muscles that I use on the regular. I have seen so many people, they say, they work out, oh, I think I can do it, and then they come and they work in the actual workplace and they can't lift plants because they're not used to using that part of their body. My brother made a great event last weekend, but there was a lot of dragging a dragon around. Dragging the dragon. Yeah, I heard it was a good event. I am very happy for him. I'm so glad that he has been working on that dragon for a very long time now. So I'm glad it went really well. So, what got us on that tangent? Think, running, shape, people, bullet journals. So, yeah, trying my hand at setting one up for October, and we'll see how it goes. Because I've got a month and a half to get ready for the Philly show, and I have really been lagging. So we'll see how this works. Because I tried the craft to-do list challenge, but it didn't seem like anybody wanted to be part of that so much, so gotta find ways to make myself motivated by myself. Which, as a people pleaser, is difficult as all get out to do. Do I have enough inventory? Of some things, yes. Of other things, no. My craft to-do list challenge right now is set up so that it filters out anything that I have two or more of. So I only focus on the things that I have to make that I only have 1 or 0 of. Yeah. No, I get it. Oh, that's another thing that I put out to the hive mind. I only got 1 response though, or 2, 3-ish responses. So I was debating setting up a GoFundMe for the Free Miniaturist directory. And I hate to do that, mostly because I said it would be free, and I want to continue to make it free. That's the thing. I want it to always be free, and I want it to for everyone to access and to be a part of, and I never want it to be paying me. So what the GoFundMe would fund would be for me to make and ship out flyers and to hopefully eventually purchase the domain name for the Free Miniaturist directory so that it would be its own website and not, .wordpress.com. It would just be the freeminiaturistdirectory.com. Because even the cheapest copies where I'm putting 4 on a page and cutting them out myself is still nearly $150 for 500 copies, and I'm not made of money, and all of that comes out of my own pocket or out of my business's pocket. So that is definitely what the funding would go towards. But the thing is, too, I can't really guarantee giving anybody special privileges. I don't want the money to pay for special privileges. Because I don't know that I'd be able to keep up with a highlights page or a artist of the month or donor of the month kind of a thing, because I want this to be hey, I'm a small business, I can't afford to advertise, where can I at least put myself so people see me? Here, the free Miniaturist directory. So, I don't know, it's just one of those things where it's such a weird catch-22 of my pride versus my pocket. And what I've said and what I want to continue doing with it. So, because all told, this is a passion project, but I also don't have the money to ship out flyers to every show that I'd want to ship out to, or anything like that. Though it was brought up to me about potentially going a digital route, and so instead of making a whole bunch of flyers, making a sign that I can ship to various shows with like a QR code or a website on it that people can take a picture of, or use their phones to access instead. And then I would only have to make copies of the sign. So I would essentially get the flyer and just blow it up to like, I don't know, an 8x11. But yeah. And then just ship them out to the various shows, and then they can keep them for whatever other shows that they run. Certainly an idea. Because I can't afford to be in, their show's programs, and I can't afford to keep sending all these flyers. So, just one of the things that's on the table right now, like, what can I do to do better, but also stay within a reasonable budget. Yeah. Definitely something to think about. Reference piece. Somebody's got a toy out there. Somebody wants me to play. Somebody has not left my side all day. I hear you, sir. that's what I got going on. Rolling around my brain this week. So I'm really happy about gluing this because I can barely tell because I glued them together, but this front piece broke here, here, and here, all while I was sanding it today. So I'm glad that I can support this with this little piece here. Excuse me. The happy dance I just did. Oh, gosh. Ooh. NyQuil's starting to kick in. Mm. Oh, well, it'll be fun learning how you spell this. Whoa. It'll be fun learning how you spell on this one. Vocal cords, what are those? Yeah, I'm sure you'll get used to it. Rob has one of those keyboards that clicky clickies, like a typewriter. He adores it. I hate it. Okay. Oh, okay. Nexus. Things I'm not sure you're allowed to say on here for 500, Trebek. Yeah. I don't know that that's what that's called. Okay. If I get in trouble. Somebody's making popcorn. Somebody better also make me popcorn. Do you think he heard me? I should yell it. I could do that. You would be right in suggesting that I do that. However, oh no! It's gotta be reviewed. No. Alright, I'm gonna go ask nicely, whatever that entails for me. And I will be right back while this dries. I went down there and he said, "Oh, the popcorn machine summoned my wife." Like he was sad about it. So now he's making me my own bag of popcorn. But I was nice about it. I went down there and made puppy dog eyes. It does not, because he can't usually hear when I'm cooking because his headset is usually on. I summon him to the table. Gently, gently, gently. Though, nowadays, he does cook at least once a week because I get home from school late, so he does have to cook. Have I mentioned how excited I am that this is almost done? Do not go in. Thank you. Okay, bye. Startles me every time. There will never be a time that it doesn't startle me and you don't hear me go, ah! I don't know, fingerprints. My sister-in-law confused the crap out of me today. She texted me kind of out of the blue. She doesn't usually text me. But, she goes, hey, do you want to meet, Kellen Quinn, who is the lead singer of Sleeping with Sirens, who did the cover of Iris that I danced to my wedding, or at my wedding. And I'm a pretty decent fan of Sleeping with Sirens. I like the band in general. I was just like now, because I'm in PJs and I'm sick and like I'm disheveled, so all I could think of was like she's gonna put him on FaceTime or something like that. I was like, what do you mean, Cassie, like now? She goes, no. There's a concert coming. Do you want to go with me? It's like, yeah, why not? Buy my ticket and I'll drive us. No problem. It's just very funny to me. It's just like, my brain immediately went, oh my god, she's gonna put this guy, like, on video chat with me, and I look like this. Yeah, I was like, I had to brush my teeth, my hair, put on some makeup, put on a shirt. Can't just spring these things on me. You hate to? I hate to put on a shirt and brush me teeth. Pretty sure that's an Irish term. Almost done. For some reason I only have 3 of the feet cut out, so we're just gonna leave it without feet for right now. Get some of that glue out of there. Most definitely windy out there. There's a big thump earlier. Pretty sure a branch fell in my yard. Yeah, it's been on and off raining all day. All right. Last piece. Ah, no, don't go in. Trying to clean up some of this glue and not get paint all over me. Okay. Clean up some mess. We'll drag out the pieces. We'll show off what we did. So excited. We'll pretend to put it on feet for right now. I gotta cut out better feet anyway, these are kind of ugly. No, I'm not gonna let the drawers slip in. I can't let them slip in until I have handles on them. I'm gonna get tweezers because these drawers did slip in a little. Fixing things off screen. All right, you ready? See the finished product. Everything we did the last, oh no, couple months here. There's our bed. Bed stand and our nightstand, or whatever the heck people call it. Long dresser, our tall dresser, and our, here. You can definitely see my computer with. There we go. What a beautiful set. I am so proud of myself. This was a lot of work, and I don't know that I'd ever do it again. No, I would. Just maybe not for, to sell, because that's just so much work. Excuse me. New approach, yeah. Just, I understand now why people are moving towards things like a laser cutter or kits or, any other sort of mass producing system. I understood it before, but now I understand firsthand. So that's what we have for this season of furniture. We didn't get to do the kits like I thought I would get to do, but we did get this entire set done, and I am just so enamored with it. I think it's going to look gorgeous in the eventual house, whatever that house is going to be. Just so, look at me, ha ha ha, I did it. Like, this is something I can say I'm super proud of. Just having gone from scratch and math to this. You want a bed like this? Like in real life, or like your dollhouse? Pretty darn cool. Yeah, well, they had, the one that I based this off of was off of Wayfair, so maybe it's still there. Just wow. I could sit here and stare at this for the rest of the night, but I'm not going to, because I'll fall asleep in this chair and that's not good for my back. Alright, so tomorrow morning, well, I guess I'll just do the spiel again. Hi, my name is Bailey Carr Zimmerman, and I am the owner of Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. I've been collecting miniatures for nearly 25 years now, and I have been making miniatures over the last 3. Usually I make them to sell, but these past couple months I've been making them just for myself. This will eventually go into a dollhouse that is in the works, in the talking works, not being made yet, but this is just one of those things that I wanted to challenge myself to do, so I did, and it was a lot. But yeah, typically I make food products, fruit, vegetables, fish, meats, and holiday decor to sell. My Etsy is Blueberry Hollow Minis, but right now it is on vacation mode in preparation for the Philadelphia Miniatura. If you are local to the South Jersey or Philadelphia area, or are able to make it out the first weekend of November, it is a phenomenal show, probably the biggest on the East Coast, boasting over 100 vendors at this point. So Kathy runs a great show, and I hope you can make it out to it. The Thursday night beforehand, I think that's the first. Let's see. No, the Thursday night before the 2nd of November is name night. It has free round tables, and there's usually ice cream or some sort of treat. There's demonstrations, there's a silent auction, there's raffles, there's all sorts of fun things going on. So if you can make it out to that, that's always good fun. Friday night is the preview, and then Saturday and Sunday are the general admission shows. And I will be selling there. So in the next couple weeks, I'm going to be trying to build up stock in order to sell. And I will also have, hopefully, my mom's stuff to sell as well. So come check out my booth. And if you are interested, I will chat your ear off about the free Miniaturist directory as well, which I will talk about in a minute. If you want to read more about Blueberry Hollow and where it comes from, Blackberry Hollow, you can do so on my blog at blueberryhollowminis.wordpress.com. Over the last couple months, I have been I've been writing up the children's stories that my grandmother wrote for my brother and I, as well as newsletters from Blackberry Hollow, and kind of going through and discussing anything that has changed in the canon, or things that don't make sense, things that make me laugh, and kind of how they related to what was going on in my life at that point. So I encourage you to check that out. That's blueberryhollowminiatures.wordpress.com. If you want to follow me on social media, you can do so at Facebook and Instagram at Blueberry Hollow Miniatures, and TikTok at Blueberry Hollow Minis. I almost had it. If you are watching this live tonight on Twitch, which is Blueberry Hollow Miniatures, you can also watch my previous videos on YouTube at Blueberry Hollow Miniatures, and vice versa. I try to stream every Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. This weekend has been a super stream where I'll do 3 nights in a row, or 3 days in a row. So yesterday we worked on this. Tonight we finished it, and tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I will be setting up the hollows for fall. I have 6 dollhouses that are functioning, so it's a lot of work to set up, but I hope you'll come join me for that, and just bring yourself a nice glass of a cup of tea or coffee or hot chocolate, whatever makes you warm and fuzzy on the inside, because that'll be a delight to sit and watch and enjoy. That's tomorrow at 10 in the morning. If you want to get exclusive content, you can always subscribe to my Patreon. Right now I want to thank my Patreon subscribers, all 3 of you, Craftsman, Monica from Minis, and Nexus. You guys are awesome for supporting me on my Patreon. Every like, comment, and follow is always appreciated, but it is just as wonderful to get some people who are interested in the exclusive content that I put out. On that page there's commission work that I'll do, side projects that I'm working on, like my HO train scale project, and other sorts of craft projects that I just happen to be doing at the time. So if you want to check that out, you can do so at Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. There are 3 different subscription rates that you can go for. There's $1, $5, and $10, and each of them gets you exclusive content, but you also get add-ons the higher up in subscription rate you go. So I think at the $10 rate you get a free admission to Philadelphia Miniatura. They give you end of the year gifts, one-on-one craft time with me, things like that. So if you're interested in that, please head on over to that and give me a subscribe there. And if you are a miniaturist yourself, I highly encourage you to go to the free miniaturist directory, which is freeminiaturistdirectory.wordpress.com. That is a website that I am trying to gather as many vendor shows, clubs, and other resources, including recreationalists, podcasts, museums, just everything that I can gather all in one place, so it is easier for the younger generation to find the miniature community and the older generation to get their name out there. I would really appreciate if you go over there. If you are a miniaturist yourself, you know somebody, share the website and spread the word, because the more people we can get onto it, the better the resource becomes. And other than that, I will see you tomorrow morning with... Did I say coffee? I did not say coffee. I most certainly did not say coffee. Coffee. Ugh. Coffee. That's how it's pronounced. Coffee. Hot chocolate, tea, whatever you drink in the morning. Hot water with lemon. Some people just hate themselves, I guess. Yes, so join the free miniaturist directory. Join the mission. So yeah, this was our adventure for the summer. And next season we're going to be working on clothes. And that's going to be even more tedious because I have no idea what I'm doing yet. And I only have patterns for a dress. So I think I have to gonna have to search through my stuff to see if I have any more patterns for clothes because I don't know how to freestyle clothes. So that'll be fun. Alright, have a wonderful night, everybody. I love you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow morning. I will see you in 12 hours. It's time to go eat myself some popcorn and then fall asleep. Have a great night, everybody. Love ya. Bye-bye.